Well, Tim Schafer thought of it in his new game coming out this fall. Desmond Crisis just had to go to Lucasarts for a sneak peek.
Don't tell me a hotshot pilot like you is afraid of trying.
Dark Forces, Rebel Assault, and Jedi Knight. They're all Star Wars games created by George Lucas's software company, Lucasarts. But if you thought Star Wars was all this company did, well, think again. Now, you're living in the Star Wars universe over here. I mean, everything in this place is Star Wars, but you're the refuge.
This is the little oasis of non-Star Wars thing. Not anything against Star Wars. I love Star Wars, really. But this is the Grim Fandango area.
Meet Tim Schafer, the mastermind behind Lucas's newest, coolest adventure game, Grim Fandango. A game that borrows heavily from film noir themes and Mexican folklore.
Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the Land of the Dead.
In the game, you become one of these Calaveras. His name is Manny, a travel agent who helps his fellow Calaveras cross over to the Land of the Dead with some style.
Wouldn't you rather cross the Land of the Dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise?
This is where it all started with these little Calaveras here, these little depictions of everyday life that are done in the Land of the Dead. It is kind of like making an amusement park. It's like, how can I make a really cool environment that people can go into and just get lost in? But it's cooler than an amusement park because it can be even stranger because it's totally made up.
Tim is definitely no stranger to the offbeat. His last game was a heavy metal adventure called Full Throttle, a big hit among gamers. And now there's Grim Fandango, Tim's homage to the Day of the Dead. It's a game that began 2.5 years ago. So all of these sketches, these are actually used in the development of the game?
Yeah, these are the main step in between the idea and the actual art that you see on the screen. The 3D artist who builds the what we call set and the environment takes these drawings and that's all they have to work on. They just take them and they build the 3D models from them.
Then here's one of the vehicles from the game?
Yeah, this is Glottis. That's Glottis, and this is the Bone Wagon, which is based on my car.
Which is a smoking 1967 Barracuda. So, I mean, how do cars play a part in these games?
Well, they always poke through in the design somehow. I mean, even though I'm making this game about folklore and film noir and this really, the style, and I still had to put some sort of hot rod car in it. And so there's a big hot rod called the Bone Wagon in Grim Fandango. And,
the Bone Wagon? The
Bone Wagon, yeah, because it hauls people's bodies from the land of the living back to the land of the dead.
So now you're into like Big Daddy Roth and Ratfink and stuff.
I've always liked, just like Hot Wheels when I was a kid, and just they sneak it in, even though it might not seem appropriate to a game that's about folklore and anthropology, possibly. But it's hard to keep something with just a big engine and a lot of pipes out of the game for me.
As for Tim's plans for future games, well, that's top secret. What's the next one?
The next game?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Woo! That's gonna be good.
You know, that car suits Desmond.
The Bone Wagon. Although you're more a Mustang person, I think.
That depends on the